Okay. So, I think we're live.
I don't know. You want me to check your YouTubes?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Hold, hold, please. So, how are things?
Things are good.
Yeah, it's great.
How about you, buddy?
Oh, I'm just keeping on, keeping on. It says you're live now. Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So, what it do?
Would it be?
What it is?
It just is. That's how the universe works, right?
Just do it.
Are we gonna Nike it now?
Swoosh. Welcome to episode Who Fucking Knows.
Yeah, it's 166 or 156. I'm sorry.
Mm.
Yeah, 156.
So, you get over that chlamydia,
Oh, I've
that
I've
gonorrhea, the syphilis
got
shankers.
no. I I
The
have nothing
herpes.
of the sorts.
You have nothing but sores? Oh man, that's awful.
Oh, oh,
He's got the herpes. Ian likes it raw.
you.
Yeah, that's nasty. That's nasty.
Which is nasty.
Ooh, you nasty boy. So seriously though, what have you been up to?
Uh, no, just hanging out with my girlfriend, working on different 3D projects and stuff.
Oh, you finally 3D printed a girlfriend, huh?
Yep, yep. I added all the necessary ports.
I was gonna say tweet, but then I thought that would be inappropriate.
Did you ever see that one Family Guy episode where the 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 hip thing to do like at the high school or whatever with like Meg and stuff was like having sex in the ear or something?
No.
Yeah, that one was pretty weird.
Tweet.
Um, so what's been up with you? Yeah, we didn't end up doing the show last week. You said you had shit to do or something.
Uh
How did that go?
huh. I hung out with my wife.
Oh, cool.
Well, her birthday was recently, and yesterday was our anniversary. So
Oh yeah,
yeah, got to hang out.
sweet. Um, that's always nice, you know.
Yeah. Nice.
What about you? Have you been up to anything different? You've been getting some gaming in. You were just telling me before this show that you were having some problems or whatever.
Well, the server on Fallout is being fucky, but it's double XP weekend. Like you earn twice the XP. So everyone who fucking plays is playing right now.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah. For your normal 400 XP, you get 800. I mean, why not?
Uh, yeah.
So so the server's all wigging out. Because at first I thought it was my internet connection, but my antenna is pointed in the right place, and I mean I'm on here fine. And I'll just wait a little bit. I bought the Outer Worlds, but I really want to get in some of that double XP over the weekend. So I haven't got that far in the Outer Worlds yet. But and then my wife and I got Disney Plus.
Hold on for a sec. I'm sorry. My girlfriend's going away for the weekend. She's got to do
Hard Time in Jail.
no, she's got to do. She's doing a couple odd jobs for her landlord to make some extra money, and she's got to help tear down like a house or whatever, and it's down in like West Virginia, like out in the middle of nowhere. And she said that the reception isn't that good down there.
What? Okay.
Yeah,
This sounds like the plot to a porno. Well, I can either let you blow me for the rent, or you can go down to this abandoned house in West Virginia and tear it down. Oh, I don't think I'll do that.
No, her and her roommate, they do like her roommate is a guy, by the way. They do different like chores and stuff for the landlord. The landlord owns different properties and stuff, and it's just extra money to do like stuff for like houses or whatever, you know.
Okay.
You don't ever do? Have you ever done like under the table work or whatever?
I would like to get any table work.
Okay.
Now, I don't like doing that kind of shit because, like, that's one of the reasons I didn't do anything. Like, I had offers to do pinstriping, but, like, you put your own name out there and you gotta be your own businessman and then your own hype man. And then you gotta worry about keeping people around.
Yeah.
And then you got the lingerers. Like, I couldn't do it. I hang out with guys who, like, actually do it for a living and go to, like, bars and shit. And, like, there'll be a biker weekend and there'll be a bunch of motorcycles and they'll have a table set up. And the one time there's a guy, every week he comes there and he's like, I think I know what I want you to do. And I'm like, fuck, he hasn't thought of it yet? Like, shit or get off the pot, Rockstar.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, you were saying. I'm sorry, I interrupted you about. You were saying about.
Oh, we got a Disney Plus, which is like Disney's streaming service.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff there, but see, they make you think they got all this shit because it's like all these movies and TV shows are like sweet, and you click on one, and it goes available April 2021. You're like, fuck. So you don't know until you click on it if they have it or not. But it looks like it's all there. Because, some of the shit's still on Netflix or whatever.
Netflix.
Yeah. But, oh yeah, they got a bunch of old, like, all the old 70s Disney movies and shit. So my wife was like, ooh, I want to watch that. Ooh, I'm going to watch that. I'm like, oh, there you go. So we have our own little, like, there's a few Disney movies. I like Disney. I'm not going to ever say I didn't. But, like, there's some Disney stuff that I want to watch. Just, like they have The Cat from Outer Space was one of my favorite movies, which is really fucking random and obscure.
Yeah.
And I have it on, VHS. And, like, shit like that. Just, my stuff that I like. My wife found one movie that she really wanted. She had on beta back in the day. She's like, sweet, I'm going to watch that.
Yeah, I heard that they were fixing shit with the Simpsons or whatever. Like,
they got Simpsons in there too, and the Marvel stuff. It was real weird though. Like when we first got it, it's just like Netflix. You can have profiles, so she can have her movies and I can have mine.
Yeah.
And you can change your profile icon. And for the first day or two we had it, like there was only one. Is like look at other options, and they only had the one picture of Mickey Mouse. Even though the screen, like there was a screen for all the other fucking icons that didn't load. And then today it had all of them, so she started going through trying to find which one she wanted for hers. But yeah, and then like I got Crunchyroll for my animes.
Yeah.
Some of those actually were on Hulu. Like I was surprised, because the reason what I got, like Crunchyroll is they have a what they call what the hell? I had the fucking word just on the tip of my tongue and it went away. Basically, like hours after it came out in Japan, it's available on Crunchyroll. Well, Hulu had some of the same stuff. They're like, hey, like this season's stuff, and you're like, oh shit, I can actually watch it as it's coming out instead of having to wait for like, the entire season to be over and then it to get uploaded. So that's kind of cool.
So do you like, you're talking about like the a weekly thing versus just like binge like releasing or whatever, where it's all
I
out at
mean,
once?
I prefer binge watching, but if it's like if I saw the first one and I'm like, I got to see what the fuck happens next, then I gotta see it when it comes out. I can't wait for like a month for the season to fucking be over.
Yeah. Well, that's yeah. If you're it depends on how new you are to it, and if you're like like that show, if you're new to that show, or if you're keeping up on it regularly, then yeah,
Oh,
probably a
oh,
weekly thing would make sense.
oh, some of them are like like because that's the thing about a series. It'll be like it'll be like a soap opera. It'll be like, oh, grandma's got to watch her stories.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going really late and cutting into
I
my
was
XP time.
I
So,
was gonna ask though, like how many streaming services, or you could even call them like channels now, right?
well, see,
Do you have?
Roku calls each app a channel. So, well, we got an Amazon Plus, or Amazon Prime, but that's just because we had Prime to begin with, and like, hey, you get video, and we're like,
Yeah, that
yeah.
counts.
Some of their original stuff is cool, but yeah. Um, then we got Hulu, but that's because we really wanted live. I had Hulu before, like the cheap, shitty edition, and then I paid more because I didn't want commercials. And then they're like, well, it has limited commercials. Some new shit still has to have commercials, like whatever. And then like now they have live TV, and my wife's like, well, some stuff we have to watch live, like the football games and shit. Um, and then Netflix, obviously, Disney Plus. I have Crunchyroll, which isn't too bad because I pay that for the entire year.
Yeah.
And I actually had I didn't even see the option for this price when you go to their website, but if you just Google, whoop, Crunchyroll, whoop, yearly, I think it was. To choose plan. Yeah, oh, yeah, it's like $80 for a year.
Hmm.
I think that's what I'm paying. I'm either paying 80 or 60. Oh, did they raise the price? Oh, really? Oh.
That sucks.
Well,
Yeah, that's
I'm just seeing an article about it. I don't even know what I pay. I'd have to look.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, if all these different streaming companies decide that they want their own slice of the pie and start doing their own thing or whatever, and making it where
Hmm.
it is like all channels and stuff, and eventually you're basically doing a la carte channels. And they would have to get the prices down, because if you have like 20 different or 100 different channels, then like
Hmm.
cable, you'd be spending hundreds of dollars just on streaming services.
Well, sometimes you gotta, you can only get, sorry, you can only get certain shit from certain places. Like with Disney, they're taking everything off Netflix. So like
Mm-hmm.
all the Star Wars, all
All
the
the Marvel.
all the Marvels, all the actual, old Disney shit.
The thing that sucks about that too is, like with the Marvel ones, then they're switching it over, but they're also gonna have to reboot the shows or whatever, I guess. Because all the shows are basically their status is like canceled or whatever now.
Hmm. Sorry, I was trying to read something on the screen and it was really, really tiny.
Yeah.
But
I have a question for you though.
yes.
I don't give a fuck.
Soda Talk with Frank and Ian.
What's your question, Ian?
I think you know what my question is by now, Frank. I would hope so. What are we drinking on?
Well, I'm just now finishing up my Mountain Dew Cyclone from Speedway. I had enough points on my just on my keychain. I have a little card. Every time I buy something, I boop, and I went to buy this, and they're like, "Well, it's $1.39, or you had the points." I was like, "Oh, I get it free." Boop, peace. And the thing I actually got for $1.39 filled up this thing, and then I still had like that much in the bottom of because I took their cup and I poured it in this thing. I still had that much left to drink, so I chugged it. And this thing, I'm sticker bombing this, and like every time I get a new sticker, I just stick it on here. I got this one. You're over encumbered and cannot run. Because I've been over encumbered in Fallout since the beta. I cannot run or fast travel. And I just looked. I've been paying $60 a year for Fallout, or not Fallout, Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
And that's weird because, like, the article I read, the headline said they upped their price, but I've been a member since 2017, and it's the exact same. $60 a year isn't bad.
No, considering what they have, like hundreds of shows on there or something, like animes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, some of this season shit, like old stuff, and it's not like it's kind of like how Hulu used to be, which is actually how I preferred it. Like, if I want to watch Dragnet, I could pull up season 2, episode 5, boop, and watch it. Oh, not fucking now. Oh, no. Now it has to be on somewhere, and I have to DVR it. I'm like, it's fucking digital, dude. And they're like, oh, no, you DVR'd this show, so now you have to watch the commercials. Motherfucker. I'm paying extra for no commercials. Can I just not have Anyway.
Well, my dad's, it sucks for my dad because he has the Hulu. They used to have, like cable or whatever, but they switched to Hulu because, I mean, you can do like live TV and shit with that too, but then it doesn't have the DVR functionality where you can like fast forward and shit. Because that's what my dad would usually do is a lot of times he'd have enough buffer to be able to fast forward the commercials,
Well, anyway, I just finished the Cyclone, and I bought a case with a Merry Mashup.
Yeah. So is that what it looks like they're going to stick with that then, because usually every year it seemed like they were changing it up. Like that one year it was like something else.
Yeah, like this one is just cranberry, pomegranate, and a bunch of other shit. And then I also got
Black cherry.
This stuff. It's in a glass bottle, which I love glass bottles. I used to think they were wasteful until I realized glass is one of the most recyclable fucking things in the world. Like you can still get a deposit on a glass bottle. It's not like plastic where it takes a shit ton to break it down. I mean, it's fucking sand.
Yeah, it is. It's a good way to go,
And it's durable. And like, sometimes if you get something in a glass bottle, it's a collector's piece when you're done with it.
Yeah.
And these, I saw them in the store with all my and I go to the glass bottle section of Kroger, which is our local grocery store, and I always look at stuff. And I see these, and I never get them because they're always like $5 for $5 or whatever, and I never cared. And then I looked it up one day to see if they were the reviews were any good, and to buy this on Amazon is like $6-7, and I'm like, it's a fucking dollar. What? And I got it, and it's like since 1891 with cane sugar, and I was like, they got cherry. I'll go ahead and get a couple. And man, this is some good shit. Like, it's weird. It's got a really good cherry flavor, so it's kind of like the Balls cherry. Like it's what's the word I'm thinking of? Like maraschino cherry. Little. Oh, okay, it's nice. It tastes like real cherries, and then like it's got cane sugar in it, which everyone likes better. And it's not. It says it's carbonated, but like, I don't really think so. Like, I gave my wife a sip, and she's like, "Hold on," and she shook it around. She's like, "Well, it's got some bubbles, so I guess it's carbonated." I go, "Only mildly." Like, let me see if it does the thing when I open it. Yeah, so it's under pressure at least.
Let me open that up with your belly button.
Twist off. But plus I collect bottle caps now, so because in the event of the nuclear apocalypse, I'll be rich.
Yeah. That'd be cool to have like a nice like bar setup display or whatever, kind of like how Howard Stern has it on their show or whatever.
A bar?
Yeah, just like a little bar thing that's not really used much. It's more just for display, like bar shelves.
I had a little. I don't know if it was supposed to be like a breakfast nook or just like a little hutch in my old apartment, and I turned it into a bar, and I never used it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got those and some toilet water. What are you drinking on?
I too have some toilet water. I'm drinking on. I've been mostly lately. I've been drinking these ice bottles.
Hold on just a second. I won't be able to hear it. Take my headphones off real quick.
Okay.
Just keep on talking.
I'm talking. Talky. But yeah, I'm drinking this. This is like coconut pineapple ice.
Oh, that's gotta be weird because there's no, like, it's just coconut water, right? It's not.
Well, it's these are carbonated.
Mm.
It kind of smells like a candle, kind of.
Well, because like coconut, the main thing people don't like is the consistency.
Well, yeah, it's just the flavoring or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I heard like, is it like coconut milk or whatever they call it? Like just the juice.
Yeah, I hate actually eating coconuts because I hate the consistency. It's like celery or whatever when you're chewing on it.
Well, have you ever like busted open an actual coconut and like ate it?
No, hell no.
Oh yeah, I've done that. We got one at a grocery store and tore it up and ate it like that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'll have to try that sometime.
I mean, why not? But
and also I have since like I said I've been trying to cut back on the Mountain Dew. I still have I think including this one I would have 3 left of these.
I found one at the Dollar General when I was I'm still trying to find that fucking pineapple flavor that's exclusive to Dollar. Never seen it. And I went through like the display at mine, and I found one bottle of Voodoo Girl. I was like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah. That's crazy.
But anyway.
Would you like to get into some Battlestations? So you can move this right along.
Yeah, I'm trying to get onto playing some games here, so yes.
Okay.
Man your battle stations. Man your battle stations.
Station.
Station.
Now, you sent it to the Discord, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me pull the Discord up real quick. Because for some reason it closed. I think when I closed the message, it closed Discord for whatever reason. I hate that.
Yeah. What do you? I don't know. I mean, I might.
What? What don't you know?
I don't
Tell
know.
him, motherfucker.
What do you just post on the Discord now, or do you still email
I
me?
sent
I
an email.
forget. Oh, okay.
Okay, hold on here. Copy.
You know what I wish we could do is I wish we could set up like an actual like thing in the email where it's like a folder or whatever where we could just email it to that folder in the person's email. You know, because that's I just want to keep all that. Wouldn't that be a lot easier so we could keep that shit separate from the thousands of other emails we get from crap?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I had to re-email shit to you because you're like, I can't find that.
Oh, this guy's got cat and ultra wides, and I'm liking this shit. I don't approve of putting his fucking headphones on a light bulb, but I mean, if
Yeah.
they're Beats or whatever, then sure, I guess.
You're like, those can burn up, right?
Right. It's LED, so not really.
You can't find
Okay.
incandescent bulbs anymore, man. It's hard. Everything's switching to the LED.
Well, it uses less juice and blah 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 blah.
My dad hates it now because they're a lot of the ones he's gotten are like there's like something wrong with them, like they're flickering or whatever, you know.
Mm, gotcha. I went to my garage the other day to go to work, and we have three garage doors, and they're both electric, and well, two of them are electric, and one has a key. And I pull up the key thing, and the keypad thing, and I type in my code, and it doesn't fucking work. The battery was dead, but I was trying to leave for work. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, so I just used my key. I open it up, and I get in the garage. I get my car out, and the overhead door still works. So I was like, okay, it must just be the key thing. So I text my wife, say, hey, you're gonna have to use the key to get in the garage. And then I'm like, well, does she have a key? I better call her and make sure. I told her I used the key. She's like, well, is the what? She's like, what? Where's the key? I was like, I had one on my keychain. She's like, why is it on your keychain? I go, I don't know. I got home and I had to check it out. Like when her dad installed the he was there when the guy installed our overhead doors, and the keys that we have we have one for the overhead door and one for the uh, power box for like the breaker.
Yeah.
And she thought they were both for the breaker. I'm like, no, this one's for the garage door. So you do have a backup. But yes, that that I was just circling back around to your statement of things that don't work quite right. Yeah, they're just a 9-volt battery, which is
Yeah.
actually kind of cool. As my in-laws' garage door thing, it takes like those batteries that look like a nickel, like a giant watch battery.
Oh yeah.
But this takes a little 9-volt battery that you stick your tongue to as a kid.
Do you guys have a keypad on your door?
Yeah.
Because that's what my parents have.
Yeah. We don't
it's
have
nice.
we only have the one non-keypad door, and it's overhead door. So
Yeah.
it's not. We don't even have a man door into the garage. They're all just the overhead doors. But anyway,
Can we zoom enhance on this picture? Because yeah, it's like really small. It'll be really small on the stream.
well, we were just talking. So,
Yeah.
but yes, I can't tell if those don't look like Beats, but they look like I don't know if they're Astros. Astros.
What do you think about the style in general? Because yeah, a lot of people or companies are copying that, the style.
I mean, they look like on-ears, and I'm sorry, on-ear is crap. I wouldn't buy another set of on-ears now that I have had them. If they're over ears, yes, but the opening on the inside there where the sound actually comes out of does not look big enough to stick your ear in. So
Yeah, for those that don't know, on ear means that it's just pressing up against your ear, whereas over the ear means it actually, especially the nice ones, surround your whole ear, right?
yeah, like this the picture on the desktop of the cat, the earphones going over the cat's ear are like on ears. They're just resting on there, and after a while they get annoying and rub off and fall off. And yeah, get you in the drawer. Oh. I mean, like, there's not much I can say. Like a 1070 with the obviously a Ryzen build with the stock LEDs is pretty dope. I mean, it'll get you by.
I just like the color of everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, RGB you can change colors.
It looks like they have a specific. Those are colors that he meant to choose or whatever, and it's not just rainbow puke,
Oh no, I'm saying you could set colors.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's what I think he did with those.
I gotta see when this was posted because it's all like Halloween looking because it's all orange and black. Let's see. That's 6 hours ago.
It's
Still
still Thanksgiving. It's still pumpkin pie, I guess. At the time.
I mean the light bulb kind of matches the orange and everything. I don't know if it can change along with the rest of the lights or if it's actually hardwired to be that color. But
I would think someday, like when it gets cheap enough, they might as well just have all light bulbs be the option to change colors.
I mean, we're going that way. I'm just waiting for it to be like smart TVs where, oh no, it's the default option is what used to be the expensive fucking option. Try to find a dumb TV. It's going to be a shitty TV you'd never heard of.
Well, I don't know if you know, but they're doing Scrap Yard Wars again.
I saw the one video on the YouTube. I didn't watch it, but I saw the thumbnail.
Yeah, and they try to find some CRT monitors, and they just couldn't find them because they're expensive now because people want to use them for vintage gaming or whatever.
Right, and thrift stores couldn't get rid of them, so they wouldn't even take them anymore.
Yeah.
Now, boy, this one, oh boy.
Yeah, I'm sure we would have stuff to say about this one.
Yeah, what do you guys say before I dig my teeth into it?
I mean, I like it. I like screens, that I like them all or landscape like that,
Uh-huh.
nice and organized.
I mean, I'm assuming that's their streamer handle, Killabee.
Killabee.
It's a horrible chair looks like, but whatever.
Yeah.
They got my webcam because I don't know what one dude I follow on YouTube, Zeus was saying he's like, yeah, I got it because there's 9 million positive reviews for this thing. He's like, you know how many units they had to sell for 9 million people to come back and say how good it was? Most people aren't going to say how good the fucking thing is. They're just going to use it. So it's got to be billions. Just true. It's like the most positive reviews on Amazon are for that little webcam because it's cheap and it works.
I forget what it was, but I remember seeing something a while ago, and I thought about you, where it's this thing to be able to put your webcam between, the monitors, between a top and bottom monitor or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I forget what it was.
Well, the way they did it here, they literally put it right in between all the monitors, and that gets on my nerves right there. Yeah. I can't. I've got gaps now between my monitors, and it drives me crazy. Because it breaks it up, and everything's got to be right on, touching everything. No.
Is there monitors yet that have them built in? Because they could do that shit with tablets and phones pretty easy. Why? I don't know why they haven't fit them in monitors yet.
Well, because most monitors they're going towards bezel-less, and to include a camera, you either have to have a notch or a big, thick THICC bezel, and that's just not what people want now.
Or you could have some with the. Don't you hate like a really low chin on them or whatever, like the the old HP monitors.
Yeah, or the LGs.
Yeah.
Now this, I mean, he's got a. I'm assuming that's either a Rode microphone or at least a Rode microphone mesh and arm, I think. So he paid money for that. But then what's the sound coming out of? Looks like a little shitty Bluetooth speaker
I
in the
don't
middle
know.
of his desk.
Another thing you probably wouldn't like is that a wireless mouse?
Well, it's a MX Master, so it's the champagne of wireless mice.
Yeah, that's what I have.
I mean, it's got he's got the GTX cards. I like how they this angle you just can't tell what they are. They're 10 somethings, and
She was
I
10
mean,
something. What?
yeah, and I believe that's an in-wing case, which is fairly popular right now. Like that exact model that has many offshoots. But is this like at the top of the stairs and that's the banister or something? I mean,
We've seen those before. Those kind of builds that I thought it was like you went down the stairs or whatever.
actually, this is
It's like
Leon
right
Lee,
next to
isn't
where
it?
you come
I
up the
thought
stairs.
I thought this was in This is Leon Lee. My bad. Anyway, and your third station. If I can paste it, there we go. Oh, puppies and I think a kitty.
Yeah, this one kind of cheated, huh? I
Well, I
didn't
mean that's
realize that.
caramel whoring. I mean, sure.
Yeah, I was in a rush, so I was trying to find something decent, and I like, no, I don't like that one. I don't like that one. I don't like that one.
Ah. I pulled up all mine like last week, so I didn't even remember what they were.
Yeah, I had to get rid of a bunch of articles that I wanted to do for the show, but when I was sick, you know,
Yeah, by the time you get to it, it's like, oh, they're
might be
going to be
different,
announcing this thing that came out like a week ago.
or it's totally different.
We're looking forward to it, and then they're like, oh, it's sad. So, I would say, hmm, let me see here. Does it say what kind of gear he's got? I'm regretting that gaming chair marketing bullshit. Uh,
Gaming.
Thing is, because as I got mine, people feel free to criticize me for using it. Thing is, it doesn't even hurt. Hold on. If you're this. If the best thing you can say is it doesn't even hurt, then you haven't sold me on your chair. Because that's, yeah. So I'm going to say First, second, and then the middle one's the third.
I concur, good sir.
Yeah, because like this one's got just enough, shit to be cool and different,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then this one's got a big ass TV and a place you can lay down and watch your shit, and then this one's just got gaps in between the monitors.
Oh, so you're saying you like this one the least?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree.
Okay. I was like, "Well, you gonna disagree?" Huh?
Well, it didn't matter. We shouldn't even be rating that, but
Okay.
because we're
Trying to rush.
Well, we're just supposed to be doing the first one.
Oh. Okay.
Well, we still always go back to it anyways.
Yeah, we forget. So here's my first station.
Okay, this is nice. Damn.
This is a weeb station. Did you notice all the? Huh?
I don't even care anymore. It's not that big of a deal.
No, I mean, they got their waifus up on the shelf right above the monitor. They got their Pokemans over on top of the tower. They got some inside the fucking tower, but they got that RGB, bruh.
Yeah. The only weeb I didn't like is when they actually had like the pink keyboards and stuff, like color themed weeb keyboard. That was a little excessive, I had thought.
Yeah. I mean, this is cool. I don't know why people like the PlayStation controllers, because like this guy's got like 4 of them. I'm saying guy, I don't know. This person has like
feel the Xbox ones.
Huh?
That's why I like the Xbox controllers. They're pretty comfortable.
Well, I wanted to get the PlayStation 1 because it's got that little space in the top for a trackpad, kind of.
Yeah.
Because Ben has one, and I've used it a couple times, but I find myself never needing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like, just use your fucking mouse. It's right there. I'm usually sitting at the desk.
What do you have for a controller whenever you use one?
Oh, I have a 360 one.
Oh, okay.
I don't even have an Xbox One controller. I just have an old 360 one I bought, and
That's
I can't
the same
stand.
thing,
I only use it for like, side scrollers and platformers, because climbing up shit is a pain in the ass with the mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, can you do a controller FPS?
No.
No.
I tried so hard. Like when I got Fallout, I bought those rubber nubs you stick on the
precision
on your joystick to get them, to stay on your fingers better. And
are you talking about those things that like add height to them, like the sticks or whatever?
Oh no, just the little nubs to make them stay. Get your grip, to make your grip better.
Oh yeah, the grip.
And it sucks.
Fucking sucks. Next.
Yeah. So, but yeah, this is
next. Yeah, I mean it's pretty. That one's pretty good. I like it.
You don't even care, bro.
No, there's nothing to complain about it. I like the color theme and everything.
You probably like
the
this
colors.
one right here too.
Oh, not bad.
This is a little more. This is Weeb also.
It is.
Yes, the characters on top of the tower are from Konosuba, which is an anime. But I mean,
do you think a lot of people actually like the anime that they put on there, or do you think they just put that specific anime, or do you think they just put it on there just like anime in general?
It depends, because seeing as how I actually have interest in the hobby, I know those figures there alone, each one is over $30.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you can see how small they are.
Was that is that a good show?
Yes, it's funny.
Okay.
That's the other thing. If you have all the ones from the show, you are you have interest in that show. You are vested. Like the guy I watch, Z on YouTube. He just gets ones from shows he doesn't even watch. He just thinks the girls are cute. this setup though, like I like the RGB in the case, but like they need a bigger desk because you can't fucking see nothing.
It looks like they just. It kind of looks like they just took all their stuff and just like hugged it into to get it to smush in
Right?
there, you know.
I mean, like nothing wrong with what they have because all the shit looks good. Like I like the keyboard, and I mean, even that sound bar doesn't look horrible.
I bet
They
you
got
that's
their
like at a dorm or something.
I don't know. Then they got their switch right there, and they got the tiniest little amp. Um, but it's all black. It all looks good together. It doesn't look like they just went and got the cheapest shit they could find to make a functioning thing. Maybe they did with the guts of the computer. I can't tell from this angle.
Hmm.
Let me see if there's any more. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Great.
Yeah,
Oh,
I heard people are all about that Go XLR mixer now. Have you heard about that?
never heard of it.
Uh,
Your sensitivity must be very high because his mouse was only like a foot to move. Um, yeah, it's an Anipro keyboard. No more comments there. Okay. Now I have four, but like you said, we should just do the top one to keep everything like shorter.
yeah.
Um, this one. The fucking meme wallpaper right there.
Yeah.
And then they got the Xbox over in the side there, and
There's blocks.
yeah, the NZXT case with another AMD cooler. Some different RAM. I can't really tell what the hell that is without zoom enhancing too much here. Let me see. Whoa.
Unzoom.
No. I'll have to read. I don't know. Wallpaper.
You gotta learn to read.
Want to read?
It's good
Oh,
to read.
in case you feel like using the wallpaper.
Was that from Friends or something?
I don't know what the hell, like what happened. It just invaded everyone's Facebook feed one day. I only thing I don't like about these is it's so dark you can't see what's going on, and that's the only thing that'll keep it from being up high on my list. But this thing,
Oh snap! Now.
it's a horribly shitty camera.
Yeah, it's like, can't you do? I mean, you guys, for people that have really good setups, can't you do your setup a bit better justice? You know. I mean, it's almost like you do that shit to shame. Everything okay? Uh-oh. Think we lost him. Oh, shit.
What was that?
I don't know. You disconnected for a sec.
I did?
Yeah.
How odd. But
Yeah, I was just saying that they really could do better justice to their systems because, like, this is a good setup, you know?
yeah, but it looks like a blurry mess.
Yeah. Have some more respect for yourself. Your
Right?
setup.
Well, like the cables, like I don't know what I'm looking at there. Like it looks like they got black and white, power cables, but then like it looks like there's white tubing. I don't know if that's an AIO with like sleeving or something else.
Yeah, I mean, you can get that. I think.
I mean, I know it's a thing and it exists, but what is it on? What am I looking at?
This was the only picture.
To my knowledge, let's see here. Ooh. Hold on. Let me see here. Okay. There's a radio there. Okay. Can you see what's doing?
Yeah. So yeah, that's custom, then, right?
Well, it's a EVGA hybrid GPU, so it's got fans and a radiator. It looks like, and then the cooler for the CPU is so it's two AIOs basically, and then I got that mouse with all the holes cut into it.
Mm.
So that helps. I mean,
Yeah.
I had no idea what the fuck I was looking at.
That's what she
But
said.
because this is a terrible picture. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to let him. I'm glad you included the other pictures. This is a great setup, but the main picture is terrible.
Terribly.
Yeah,
Terribly.
must be Italian. So yeah, so now looking at it, like actually breaking each one down for what it's worth, I'm gonna say the Weeb Station wins.
Weeb.
I mean, look at it,
Weeble wobble.
but they don't fall down. I don't know if that's like what is that? What the fuck's that in the top right? Is that like a lighthouse for fucking VR or something? Or
It could be.
let's see.
It's like that emoji.
I don't know if it's like I don't think it's a clock. Like those what do they call them?
It's a cat clock.
No. Like I was thinking maybe it was one of those binary clocks, but no, that doesn't look to be what it is. I don't know.
I could not. Those are hard to read. Those binary things where it's just like it looks like alien hieroglyphics or whatever.
Yeah. Let me close these and see. 104 upvotes. You get a peanut. One free internet.
Sweet.
Okay. Wait, you want to do your video of the week, sir?
Yeah. Yeah, my video of the week is pretty simple. But before that,
It's not hide and seek. It's the video of the week.
You gotta admit that's an awesome jingle I did there.
yeah, you might. That sounds like that should be on that show, Daria.
Now, what's this guy doing here?
Well, you see, he's jerry rigging something up here, and using things that weren't meant to be used for said intention.
Well, that's the definition of jerry.
Yeah,
Jerry rigged.
jerry rigged.
What's he doing here?
By the way, did you watch his Jerry's last video where he was jerry rigging his like some shit with his awnings or whatever? What do you call those things that catches all the leaves, right?
The rain gutter.
Yeah, rain gutters. I'm sorry, I could think of it.
He climbed a ladder to just try and clean them out, and he like about passed out.
Yeah, it was crazy, and that's the last video he's done for like months now, I think. I don't know if he's like. I wonder if he's having even worse health problems. I hope not. I hope he's okay.
He had some other thing going on with his chest. He hasn't told anyone about yet.
Yeah, he said he's been having like personal, like just besides mental issues, like physical problems and stuff too. And
So
yeah, I really don't feel like paying. I'm sorry, I don't want to pay his Patreon or whatever to see what's going on.
I mean, I haven't checked. He used to be on Twitch all the time,
Yeah,
but I work. So
but
so what's the main thing here? This
basically,
cheap sandblaster, huh?
yeah. In a previous video, I should have linked that too, but I couldn't find it like real quick. He did a DIY sandblaster using like a plastic bottle and an air compressor with like a nozzle. And that worked pretty good. And this time he decided to do something different because people were complaining. Well, because I guess it was kind of clickbaity, his previous video, because he said it was how to make like a sandblaster for like under $5 or whatever. But that was assuming you already had a decent air compressor.
Mm.
And so yeah, people were complaining about that. So he decided to change it up and be able to get something that, because not everybody has like a couple $100 air compressor.
Right.
And
I mean, well, because I always get how you spell this wrong here. Well, like, let's see here. Sandblaster. Because I looked into getting a blast cabinet, and Harbor Freight sells one.
Mm.
But, like, basically to get it, make it work the fuck, you gotta, modify it. But yeah, $100.
Yeah, $100. That's a decent price,
And then whatever media you want, because there's different grades.
Yeah, and he was just doing that outside. I mean, obviously, you'd want to wear some kind of protection, but
Yeah, my father-in-law, we sandblasted the rims of my Chevy in the driveway.
yeah,
And
well, because people don't, they probably assume that you have to have those special little boxes with the gloves and stuff when you're sandblasting something.
yeah, you just got to make sure you have like face, shields on and shit.
Now, what is the difference between, like, the main difference between the more expensive ones, right, is the capacity or whatever they could do?
Well, the capacity and also, like, because this is, like he had just a sandblaster. There's,
Because it takes a while to generate that.
now
like
you
the
can also
pressures.
get a blast cabinet.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the cabinets or whatever.
Yeah, which is 179, but it's it keeps a lot of the mess off your fucking floor.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The thing I saw on YouTube, a guy got one and he put it on a rolling cart, and then he put a little like thing under it to collect all the media, and he put a little shitty shop vac so it would just suck up all the excess media because you're recycling it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, I've heard of that before. That's pretty handy too, I bet.
And you're just trying to make it easy for yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the guys on Reddit replied.
Oh, what did it say?
Let me pull it up while you're talking here. Go on ahead.
Okay, well, I'll just explain like about the video. So basically, he's using the reverse function of like a shop vac to blow the air out, because most shop vacs and even some vacuum cleaner models they have a blower function on them. And so basically, he's doing that, and then he has a little cup that, like, it has a wide opening for the hose, but then it chokes down to like a narrow thing. So, and that actually makes a higher pressure for the air, so that can help a lot, And they tested it on some glasses, and it was, like some wine glass or whatever, and it actually seemed to etch the glass. So
okay, so the reply I got was when the guy was saying that his chair doesn't even hurt. He's like, literally, the next sentence I say is overall comfy chair. I use that phrasing a lot to indicate what other people try to tell me my chair is. They tell me it hurts, but it doesn't. And what I need to sell you my free chair. I don't care what chair you own. What an idiot. But yeah, so like I'm all for, arts and crafts and stuff. Just make sure you wear eye protection. Do it in a well ventilated area.
Oh, you don't want a desert storm in your eyes?
Nah, especially stuff that's literally made to be an abrasive and
Yeah.
small. You don't
Ugh.
even want to get shit on your fingers, and then get rub your eye, and next thing you know, like. Because think about it, if you got a grain of sand in your eye, you're not even supposed to rub it because you could cut your eye and get it down in there. And on a side note, depending on what the abrasive is made of, if it's metal, it can get down in there and rust.
Oh yeah.
So doubly no.
Yeah. Now
That's why I farm shit out to professionals.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Other than the fact that I'm lazy.
Well, I think he was saying basically it's good for glass. You might be able to do some uh like really like basic maybe paint blasting but I'm not sure about I don't think it'll do like metal like rust and metal very
I'm always paranoid about like sandblasting on glass because when I was watching, you remember that show Monster Garage?
yeah.
Um, they did an episode where they took a Chevy just like mine and they chopped it. And the thing about them is they had safety glass, which is two layers of glass with a layer of laminate or plastic in the middle, sandwiched in between. So when it would shatter, it wouldn't just break everywhere. It would stick to the laminate and supposedly keep it from shattering and killing you. Well, when you chop a car, you have to cut the glass because the glass now is too big for the openings. So to do that, you either have to use a glass cutter on both sides and then torch the laminate and then polish the ends if you can do that correctly, or some guys just use a sandblaster and use that to chip away at the glass until it meets where they drew the little line with the marker. And they try that, and the fucking glass breaks.
Oh shit.
And they go, you could hear them go, fuck, on camera. But then they end up getting another one. I mean, it wasn't a rare car. It's just the thing is a curved. The reason people don't usually cut them, I've seen a video of a guy cut it with a glass cutter and then the torch method, and he was actually a professional glass cutter. Like, most people can't do it on a. It's a curved, concave piece of glass. It's pretty interesting. So I'd get paranoid, but anything with glass, like your glass desk would scare me. I got nervous about the base of my TV mount because it's glass, and it's tempered glass.
Yeah. Now believe me, I try to take as many precautions as I could with my table, but I did have an idea. I wanted to do for my both of my towers for the windows. I wanted to have like it looked like an. I want to have my logo on there and make it look like it was etched or whatever. Because you've seen some of those towers; they have that kind of design on the window, right?
Uh huh.
Well, I had an idea. I was gonna especially on my tempered glass case. I was gonna do. I have this matte. It's a matte plasti dip because we talked about how you can just use matte clear to do the same fucking thing, anyways, right?
Uh-huh.
So and plus it's plasti dip, so if I needed to, I could just peel it right back off. Anyways, I just have to get some good like masking tape for that. It's pretty good for like designs. Like I know some people will use like what would they do for templates like vinyl or something you can use.
Hmm.
I need to get a good system for masking.
Monster. I'm trying to find it on YouTube because I watched that shit back in the day with my dad, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Ooh, no. That's one of the reasons I haven't chopped mine in the 10 plus years I've owned it because I'm like, oh, yeah, I wouldn't do that. That looks hard.
Yeah.
I'm a pussy. Oh, here we go. Hold on. I'm gonna show you this video while we're talking, just to. It's not. Yeah, it's not the one I was looking for, but give you an idea what I mean by like the glass. Because as you can see here, it's got a curve to it.
Oh yeah.
It's not a flat piece. This isn't even the one I was talking about. See, they make a mark, and then he's all flipping this thing around, and he's got to use a fucking torch. Jesus. Then he's got a glass cutter, and cutting glass and acrylic, because I've used a similar tool for cutting acrylic, you're really just scratching it.
Yeah.
Or scoring it, and you can do it as straight as you think you can, but then you got to do it on the other side the exact same way. Boy, if you go to break it, that shit goes, nah, you wasn't close.
You basically have to like cut all the way through it almost, huh?
I mean, at least halfway, because then you do the other side. With plexi, you do both sides, and then you literally go to break it, and just like a candy bar, it snaps in half.
Yeah, plexi and acrylic is like really forgiving.
Yeah, this shit, I mean, Jesus. I mean, I'm trying to just scrub through, but you see how long this is taking him.
Yeah. Well, what I didn't realize before is if you put like, because I did kind of like what I was talking about for I was testing out for a project is I spray painted matte all over like the glass.
Who's Matt?
Of like a frame, like a matte finish clear coat spray paint.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I sprayed it all over the glass, and then I was like, it was stuck to the frame or whatever because I used like double-sided tape, and then I'm like, well, I needed to take it off the frame, and I was like, well, I'll just break it, but it actually acted like like what's that windshield like laminate or whatever. On windshields, it actually was pretty hard just doing a couple layers of spray paint on it. It actually held the glass together even when I was purposefully trying to smash it.
Yeah, that's the point of safety glass. It's the laminates in between the layers of glass.
Yeah.
So it's like a substrate. It like floats the pieces in there so they don't shatter and go every damn where.
Well, I didn't even know that paint would act like a laminate because I thought laminates like would be a lot thicker or whatever,
Yeah. Well, you add anything, it can gum it up.
Yeah.
Now, but yeah, this is, I like seeing people try to do stuff, especially when it's not me and I don't got to worry about fucking up my own stuff.
Well, I figured you would kind of enjoy because it's your, that's kind of in your area of expertise,
Yeah, I'm artsy-fartsy, yeah.
You pinstripe.
Yeah. Whoops. That's not the link I was trying to copy my link. Hold on. Would you like to see my video of the week, sir?
Yeah. I'm going to guess it's tech related.
Kinda.
Oh, it is Linus then.
Hold on.
I was thinking about guessing Linus, but I was like, oh, maybe not. Probably not.
Well, he did 2 or 3 that I like. I was gonna do the guy Buy My Bits. He's does a lot of server stuff, and he bought some of those 12 terabyte hard drives because he shucks a lot of them for his videos because he's got multiple servers. And he bought he had 12 terabytes like I've got, and he bought 10 terabytes. And he bought a 12 terabyte. He's like, okay, it's just like the usual ones. I'll put in my computer. Well, then he found out that on the sides, with like the mounting holes, are actually different. Instead of having 3 on the sides, it only had 2 on each side. So the middle hole was missing, and his server drive trays actually like they snap in with plastic, and they have a tab for the screw in the middle. Well, there's no hole in the middle, so he had to actually break that off to be able to use his fucking drives in his drive trays. Excuse me, but I didn't think that warranted a video.
Oh, okay. So what is the title of this one?
Home gigabit network for upgrade for cheap.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I enjoy. I'm sorry. I enjoy whenever they do. Well, obviously, I like server stuff in general. I enjoy when they do like,
Like build vlogs of shit.
well, like running. Well, build blogs are okay, but like
Not just case,
running.
but working
Well,
work
like
vlogs.
when they run wire and like have to troubleshoot and like you know um as annoying as he is, I really like Jake.
Oh yeah.
He's fucking stupid, and I would not want to have a guy like that work for me. But Linus kind of needs him because he's so dumb and annoying.
You big dumb.
Now, like, but like, you would think Linus would have his house tricked out by now, but he doesn't have 10 gig in his house. He doesn't have central air in his house, which is like, we just got it, recently at our house. So, well, I say recently, but the past couple of years.
Yeah.
But like, I like that we follow him along and like see him tear into stuff. And like he says in the video, this is comparatively it compared to just a couple of years ago, it was stupid expensive to even think about it. Like even used enterprise gear.
Yeah.
And now it's you have options.
Well, what he explained, which I didn't quite get, is because I do all the wiring with the LEDs and stuff. Like I didn't understand why like a cord is rated for like Cat 5 or Cat 6 or whatever when
Cat 5e versus Cat 6 or whatever.
Yeah, when there's not really any physical difference with like the wires and the gauges and the connector is basically the same.
Well, there is. They're both RJ45.
Well, you explained that the difference is how they twist the pairs or whatever together, and they're shielded from each other.
Yeah, and
that helped.
That's rated to like you could do 10 gigabit on the cheaper cable that he has, but it's only rated for like maybe 5 meters. Versus this stuff he could do his whole house in. As he's doing the description of well, see, they're not that physically different. A little thing pops up. It's like, well, you were close, Linus.
Yeah, he's actually doing like a whole demonstration outside and like behind his house here.
Well, he tears it out and he's like, "Oh, look at the old one."
Here, I'll just show
what's the physical difference?
I'll show you guys while the other guy does all the work, right?
Yeah. So the existing Cat 5e is 24 AWG, while the new Cat 6a is 23 AWG. So it's slightly different.
Yeah.
But I think it's actually more into the fibers itself.
By the way, that's what I use for wiring the LEDs because it's it's a decent thickness, but not that thick,
Yeah.
You're able to be flexible because if you go really low in a number, then it gets like then it's like a coaxial cable almost,
Well, like what it's rated for, like ratings, like I don't know the exact rate. Like he actually the cable broke when he was pulling the old wire through. He thought it just like it came because he had it taped. He had it taped to the new wire, and no, the actual cable broke. So that was kind of interesting. I don't know if it was because it was old or because it was a lower grade or what.
Sorry, bro. I had 1,000 cables, but mine wasn't one of those.
But yeah, one of the other things I really enjoyed about this was when Linus is setting everything up. Did you see his desktop?
Yeah.
This goofy ass picture of himself.
Yeah. I've been keeping up too with the Nats build with Wendell and Steve. That's been pretty good too.
It was funny, like they put that new card in and they're like, oh, it won't automatically do it. You got to put the old card back in it.
I want to show my girlfriend that video because, I was talking with Nate and she's like with her there and she was like, I don't understand you guys because you guys I don't understand anything. You're just talking. It's just like words. And I was going to be like, it's just like words when I'm talking about that stuff. I listen to this and that's how I feel. You try listening to this.
Yeah, when I watch Gamers Nexus, it's just like numbers, 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 numbers.
Well, yeah, because they're talking about all configuring the virtual machines and the raid and like the on raid. That was like the main thing with it. They were getting to work.
Hmm. Yeah, I tried listening to because I listen to a lot of YouTube videos on my headphones at work instead of music. Because sometimes it's music, but like I thought I could learn by osmosis, so I pulled up a networking course on YouTube. The guy was basically explaining stuff. So if I go to take a test, I'll have heard some of it until they start talking about numbers, like a subnet mask in binary. You can't really just hear that and understand it. You gotta see it drawn out.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, okay, I should skip this part. But yeah, for $900, if you don't want that Asus switch he used for his, for his TV downstairs, that's not too bad.
Yeah, that was another thing I don't understand because he was like, if you wanted switches that were 10 gigabits, that's like really expensive, but other stuff that was 10 gigabits wasn't really that expensive or whatever.
Well, because your card, it's usually a point-to-point connection. Your router will have 10, or sorry, your machine, one machine will be 10 to the other, because it's not that your internet is 10 gigabit.
Yeah, it's just your
server to your
networking.
server to your main computer, basically.
It's all stuff going to each other within the house, right?
Yeah, it's networked together. Your home network, not your internet network.
Right.
And
LAN party.
Yeah, so like your stuff on your Plex server is going to be super fast. Well, if you got you can get a cheap 10 gigabit card and another cheap 10 gigabit card and just run one cable between them. That motherfucker's gonna be fast. You're gonna be limited by the speed of your drive, but
yeah,
in this instance,
all the chains is like your drive, the cable, your router, what you have on your motherboard, like a 10 gigabit card,
Yeah, because these, if you want to hook up multiple machines, then you need a switch. I mean, that's just like...
It was handy with it. They did have a pretty good, like speed monitoring tool or whatever they would put with the wiring. That must have been handy to use too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you want to get on to the tech news?
We probably should, because you're going to get like a game in. Yeah.
Tech news.
News. My invisible paper.
The news.
Or shuffle my phone again. Stacks of phones for the news.
You got mad stacks?
Mad stacks, bro. Mad stacks of cats. Of kitties.
Meow. Meow.
I'm not talking about that.
I know a certain kitty. Kitty going to be sleeping with mommy tonight. Meow.
Drop that kitty down low.
Hold on, I got to turn global dark on here because that white was just hurting my... YouTube's new kids content system has creators scrambling. The government could sue them for thousands of dollars. What?
Yeah.
Is this still about that thing where you can't market towards kids?
Yeah.
Even though there's a kids section?
Yeah. So basically people are pissed because the FTC just passed something where they, you couldn't... It's all for the children. It's all about the children. And
So, like, so content creators won't be able to make stuff for kids, but like Nickelodeon and Disney can.
well, you can make it for kids, but it can't have any advertising on it, so thus you can't make any money.
So why would you make it?
Exactly. Or
But
or you could just like not say that it's for. You could not say it's for kids and then risk. I guess I have to look in an article, but I think the you could face a penalty actually yourself of like a $40,000 fine or something
I think
like
it
that.
was I'm not sure if it was Netflix or Hulu. Like if you go to the top like most watched movies is actually kid stuff because parents will just throw on the kids corner whatever section of Netflix and the kids will just stare at it while the parents run and do the fucking laundry. And if they were held to the same scrutiny, the world would end.
Yeah. Well, it's just crazy. There's like I saw a couple of comments or like memes or whatever where there's like no adult content or kids content, no nothing.
Right. No content. Our content creators aren't going to make any money. We just want the main corporations that are already selling shit to sell shit with a little YouTube logo in the corner.
Yeah, that's where it is. Is they're trying to go, like mainstream television now. That's where it seems like it's headed towards, and they're trying
Yeah,
to get rid of
they
everybody
want
that's
you
not that.
they want you to go to the fucking instead of going to the Big Bang Theory website and just the channel that's on, they want you to go to the Big Bang Theory YouTube channel and see all the bullshit clips there that you could have fucking watched on TV if you waited 10 minutes instead of seeing something original and something that put people like. I mean, people argue it's not a job. Okay, but a content creator will literally spend hours and weeks working on a fucking video and content that they really don't have to do. Like, I mean, we're doing a YouTube show and no one gives a shit about it.
Yeah,
That's why I understand.
let's
Yeah, it can
it's
just be for your own joy, but if you want to polish it and make it really nice,
yeah, I know. Well,
uh,
it says the new system is already sending creators reeling over what exactly is considered kids content and what could happen if they unintentionally mislabel videos. Some of the YouTube's most popular categories fall into a gray area for the policy, including gaming videos, family vlogging, and toy reviews. Creators are being
yeah,
held directly responsible by the FTC. Dan Early, who reviews collectible toys on his channel, Pixel Dan, told The Verge on Wednesday. So if the FTC decided that we are indeed targeting children, will be fine, and that's
yeah.
frightening. And it's the key thing here is it's especially scary because the verbiage of kid directed versus kid attractive isn't very clear, and so
Well,
it's hard
think
to
about
know.
it. They want everything to be family friendly, but if you make it too family friendly, it's kid friendly.
Yeah, and I mean I understand like parents like as a parent you want things to be organized at least so you know like what could be good or whatever for kids or not, but like a lot of people are saying the internet isn't supposed to be your babysitter, you know.
No, I mean, like it. The thing was, if you're watching TV, your kid's not supposed to be in there by themselves watching. You're supposed to be either right there with them or know what the hell is going on.
Yeah,
And
I'm
same thing with the internet, because in 2 seconds, little Timmy could be watching a video with Barney and then flip over to porn.
right.
I mean, the phone manufacturers have gone to making a kid-friendly, option on your phone to where you flip it over and it'll only show kid-approved stuff and they can't buy anything because parents just turn their phone over to their kids in the car to leave them the fuck alone while they're driving. So they're like, well, let's make it so YouTube's the same way.
Yeah,
And
it's
now
just
YouTube's like, no, we don't want to do that. Let's make it so that our people don't make any fucking thing. Get us in trouble.
yeah.
Okay, this is making me mad. Let's get on to another story.
Oh, so you want it you want a different uh Debbie Downer then, huh?
Well, let's just get to the next horrible story. Breach affecting 1 million was caught only after a hacker maxed out target storage. What?
Yeah, now, I haven't exactly read up on this. Let me open it up here. Uh, so yeah, it's crazy. The U.S. Federal Trade Commission has sued an IT provider for failing to detect 20 hacking intrusions over a 22-month period, allowing the hacker to access the data for 1 million customers.
Consumers.
Or consumers, I'm sorry. The provider only discovered the breach when the hacker maxed out the provider's storage system. It was first breached in May 2014. He exploited vulnerabilities in the company's network that gave remote control over its server. FTC lawyers alleged in the complaint, according to the complaint, the hacker used that control to access the systems undetected 17 times over the next 21 months. Then on March 2nd, 2016, the intruder accessed personal information for about 1 million consumers. The data included full names, social security numbers, physical addresses, email addresses, phone numbers, usernames, and passwords for accounts on the InfoTax service. Or InfoTrax, I'm sorry.
Yeah, tax service would be scary.
Yeah.
Thing is that how long ago this happened to actually just now come out.
Yeah.
So
Oh. So this is like for some yeah.
Okay, boomer.
InfoTrax Systems. So is that just like a networking company or something?
I guess I don't know. Like,
I thought it was for the. I had briefly read the thing, and I thought it was actually the store Target. I saw the Target storage, max out Target storage. I thought they were talking about the store for a sec.
wow, no.
But
That's a Debbie Downer, all right.
And it's still pretty scary too, you know.
Pretty scary.
Pretty scary.
How the FCC solves consumer problems? Well, it doesn't really. Okay, nothing new here.
I just thought you would like that. Do you got any FCC articles? You're not adding anything into here.
The FCC, no, but I do have a couple I've called them phone company bullshit in the thing. They're a provider slash whatever stories. Let me throw them in real quick.
Well, let me lead the sub headline because that'll basically cover this. It says the FCC refers complaints to internet providers, and that's about it.
Yeah, who they're supposed to be controlling. That's great. Oh, it's your problem. No, you said it was yours. Nope, it's yours. Anyway, Verizon's new set-top box is possibly the worst option out there for streaming. And granted, yes, this is from The Verge, but whatever.
We're over that.
In case you didn't already have a Roku device, an Amazon Fire TV, a Chromecast, or an Apple TV, Verizon is launching a new set-top box called the Verizon Stream TV. It's free for new subscribers to Verizon's 5G home internet plan through a promotion that runs until the end of the year. Costs $69.99 otherwise, and it's possibly the worst option for streaming on the market right now. First, and probably most importantly, it doesn't support Netflix. I mean, but if you're still with me, here's what else the Stream TV offers. The box runs an Android TV, supports 4K HDR, and has a Google Assistant and a Chromecast built in, which could theoretically be a decent combination for $70, if not for, missing a key streaming service. It will also come with a free month of YouTube TV if that's any consolation. We know it supports Disney Plus because it'll come preloaded.
Yeah.
What's the question here? Given that the Stream TV runs on Android TV and a Chromecast built in, we're not quite sure why you can't just download the Android TV Netflix app or cast Netflix from your phone. Perhaps the box doesn't have some kind of hardware requirement for Netflix. Maybe it doesn't support the Play-Ready DRM, or maybe Verizon is just being petty. We asked why Netflix doesn't run on the Stream TV. Verizon replied with this meaningless statement: "We're always evolving the features and functionality of the product. We'll share more updates as we have them." What? So, yeah, it's a bunch of crap. And then the second article I have, which is also the only other phone bullshit article I got here. AT&T switches customers to more expensive plans without asking them first.
A titty.
Yeah, AT&T adds 15 gigabyte bonus to older plans, but raises price $10. AT&T is adding $10 to the monthly bills of customers with certain grandfathered mobile data plans and not letting them switch back to their older packages. AT&T is pitching the change as a bonus because it is also adding 15 gigabyte to the customer's monthly data allotments. Enjoy more data, AT&T says in a support document. Starting with your October 2019 bill, you'll get an additional 15 gigabyte of data on your mobile share plan. This bonus data comes with a $10 price increase.
Plus, they're always bugging you to do like an auto pay thing too with your credit card.
No way to opt out.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Hey, you're gonna pay us more. Why? And see, that's the thing. Like people don't realize that oh, there's a competition. If you're the only game in town, or if there's just no coverage, like you can have other cell phone companies if they suck. Like we have T-Mobile, and here
They're
in
getting
Ohio.
gobbled up by Sprint.
Yeah. So if one doesn't work, well, then the other one might suck too.
What is it after Sprint and T-Mobile merge? I think it's going to be down to just 3 big dogs.
You got Boost, AT&T, Verizon, and then Sprint / T-Mobile. I think it's just going to be called the new T-Mobile. I think they said. Remember, it was Singular,
Yeah,
and then they became fucking.
Yeah, that was
anyway.
like Team Orange. And we have Verizon as like the pink or whatever.
Yeah.
Remember that Verizon girl on the motorcycle?
Yeah. Okay. Let me go to your next news story here because this is just making me glad I don't have AT&T. Sorry, people have AT&T. Google Stadia will launch without a bunch of promised features. What?
Yeah. Yeah, Nate was all hyped about that Stadia. We were talking a couple weeks ago about it.
Oof.
Yeah, this Stadia team announced in on a Reddit AMA ahead of Google Stadia's launch on November 19th. Google is hosting an Ask Me Anything session on Reddit as that AMA reveals Stadia will be missing some key features on launch day that will start rolling out as soon as 1 week after launch, according to developers. At launch, players will not have access to an achievement system, though achievements will be saved and recognized when the system launches shortly after Stadia's release date. Nor will Stadia support family sharing. Parents will be able to manage children's experience on Stadia with parental controls through Family Link, but can't share games. Developers said it's a high priority feature that will launch in early 2020. So basically, a lot of features that they promised they're this it's kind of like in a beta thing now that they're releasing, and they're like they're just like really slow. They weren't prepared at all.
No,
it's looking like.
I did have a Stadia story.
You did?
It's not really a story as much as a discussion piece.
Well, before you get into that, the second article that I had was, I'll just read the title because that's basically covers the articles. Stadia launched one of the devs said they're worried about game makers are worried Google is just going to cancel on it because that's been their track record, I guess, with a lot of Google shit, like Google Plus.
Google Chat, Google. Yeah. We're just going to stop it and do something else that's similar, but after everyone fucking buys everything, it's not going to.
Yeah.
We're going to make everyone buy the fucking. What was the thing before the Pixel?
I don't know.
The Nexus, wasn't it? The Nexus. And then I got the Pixel. And I don't know. Like, I mean, Yeah, that's totally like why would you put all that money and time? Because it's a new platform. It's not just computer slash console. Now it's computer, mobile console slash whatever the fuck Stadia.
And I
My
guess apparently you have to sign up with it or get everything set up on a mobile phone. That's like the only thing you could use for it. Like you could play it on other shit, but I think to set it up you have to do it on the phone or something currently.
and then my other thing was
And
my
what was
article.
your
What
Stadia
happens with
shit?
Stadia wins?
Oh, so that's like the
And
other flip side of it being
yeah,
canceled. Then
I mean I bring this up to people and I'm gonna stop it now. If Doug comes on, it'll never happen. It's not. I got into a argument with a guy because he kept saying it's not gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. We don't have the bandwidth. We don't have that. You're not fucking listening to me.
yeah,
What if they just move towards this platform? Like what? Like we could have said. Think of it this way. We could have said, "Oh yeah, we're fine with VHS. No, we're moving to fucking HD DVDs. No, I'm fine with my VHS. No, now you gotta buy fucking Blu-ray. Well, no, I want the H, and that's just not in the stores.
yeah,
What the fuck are we gonna do? Like, think about that. You have they give you the option to buy the game on computer or console.
right,
Well, if they have a nice walled garden, because they say, oh, you have to have these requirements to be able to play our game, and then someone gets it at the bullshit, below limited specs, and either leaves a bad review or gets on fucking YouTube and does a video and look how shitty it is on this hardware that's 10 years older than they say to run it on, because that's what the fucking people do.
yeah,
And they're like, this gives us bad press. Fuck it, we're just gonna buy a warehouse full of these little shitty servers, and we're just gonna, run the game ourselves and make people play it on Google Chrome.
yeah. Shitty Chrome box.
And I mean, then you got all that does is highlight the problems that we have right now with because I didn't even read the article just this far. Just the headline scared me right there. Like, okay, so we already are being screwed by our IPs or ISPs. I mean,
It's all about power. They want to have it be centralized like that. So
yeah,
they
like we were
control
saying
all your
about
shit,
streaming video, they want to have all their shit where they can control it and we can't.
If they wanted, they could just get rid of all your shit just like that. Oh, you just said something they don't like on a stream or something? Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, and like the reason they sell consoles. The reason they sell consoles is because it's the lowest quality shit they can get away with and sell it for a profit. Same with the shitty all-in-one computers.
Yeah.
The knockoff iMacs.
I mean, those are good for like grandmas and stuff, but I mean.
Yeah, Meemaw can read her email and get on Facebook and embarrass you, but
yeah.
like that, and now you can play all the AAA games because no one's gonna be able to play them on their home shit anymore. And like data tracking will be obscene as it is now. Like I looked into getting Red Dead for my computer, and if you get Red Dead, you've got to download it from Epic. You download it, you got to use the Epic launcher, and that launches the Rockstar launcher, and you got a million things behind the scenes doing shit on your computer. Games will use your data to adapt to you. In-game ads will be more common. Oh God. Cross-game interaction will be put to cool uses. I mean, sure. Barely. Just like, fucking crossplay still isn't available for Fallout.
Yeah. Well,
massive multiple games will be extremely massive. That's great.
Are you reading my next article here?
No, I'm still on mine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, modding will only happen with official mod tools. That's kind of what they're looking at doing. Like Fallout First is going to have to be, you have to use their mods on their servers is the only way to work it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but anyway, okay, cross-platform digital content. You go to your next article here. Let me close this tab.
Because it was a cross-platform one, too.
Oh, fuck off with your ads. All cross-platform games available now for consoles and PC.
Yeah,
Oh,
and if
do
you
my
scroll down
phone.
there's an actual list. Because Sony did cave recently, I guess, with some of the cross-play things, which I guess is in a good direction. Like Fortnite, you could do PS4, Xbox, Switch, PC, and mobile. Dauntless, PS4, Xbox One, PC, Rocket League, all of those. Smite, Champions of the Realm, Paladins, Realm Royale, Call of Duty, Brawlhalla, Super Mega Baseball 2. Some of them are stupid, but I
Yes.
just thought I'd mention what currently is available, I guess. Obviously, Fortnite is like the most universal one, I guess. So
It was the
far.
one that they gave it to already because they realized everyone and their brother's going to be playing it.
Yeah.
But
They're excited about the Rocket League, though. I know some people are. Call of Duty, you have a lot of money paying a lot of money for that shit.
yeah, I mean, I just want to be able to play with Floyd
Yeah. So I mean,
because he and I both have the game. So
it's something.
it um looks like good things might happen. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
there's more of a list down here. I don't see Fallout
no, I looked through
on
it.
there.
This might be Sony's secret PS5 invention to keep the price down.
Yeah, had an idea for this article. I originally saw it on Review Tech USA. Where remember that where he's like scootily bop and da.
Oh,
Fuck yeah, America. Yeah, I
then
am gonna get that bite. I haven't gotten around to it yet.
and yeah, and then he like finally started showing himself. You're like, oh yeah, he is a big dude.
Yeah. So basically, the idea is that they're gonna be getting some kind of solid state storage for the PS4 or the PS5 that's supposedly like really really fast or whatever, but it's gonna be proprietary where you're gonna you could only put those hard drives in the PS5.
Mhm.
And they're trying. The reason they're doing that is to try. They're really wanting to get the next generation of console, the PS5, to be like really cheap. I think they want to do that for the Xbox too. Microsoft does. They want to try to. These console makers want to keep the price down, but then
Yeah,
you have to, like maybe it'll include like 1 terabyte hard drive at launch, but then if you want over that, you'll
I
have to get
mean,
theirs.
you're gonna to get 4K and HDR, you're gonna have to have massive storage for those games, and to get the price down at launch, like you said, you're gonna have to buy 1 terabyte at launch, and then upgrade to 4 to be able to have maybe 3 or 4 games. I
Well,
mean,
unless if they get it like ridiculously cheap, I'm I'm not sure what kind of secret sauce that they're gonna have in these little, like I guess they're gonna be like easy to slide in and out or whatever hard disks, but I don't. Yeah, hard disks. uh, I don't know because I mean currently what is it like a what's the fastest thing you could get now like an NVMe like 2 terabyte
yep.
is still like $400 or $500, right?
The Gen 4, I don't know. Let me see.
And I mean if they're going like way faster than that, then it'll be even more expensive probably.
Excuse me.
But I doubt that they have anything like crazy, like secret, as far as the speeds goes. Like, ooh, we know this technique to be like way faster that the rest of the tech industry doesn't know about.
Well, this Aorus NVMe Gen 4 SSD for 2 terabyte is $400
Yeah. So around that area.
for one stick.
Yeah. And that's like
So
the
that's the
fastest you
cost
could
of
get right
that's
now.
that's the cost of a console altogether.
Yeah. And if they're saying they could get like, I mean, they didn't compare that to anything else. This is just like speculation, I guess. But uh, if they're going to be able to do way faster than that, I don't see how that would be possible without being any kind of affordable for like a family, you know?
Yeah. I mean, if these just have your games on it, basically it's a cartridge for your games, just like a Nintendo.
Yeah. And I mean, right now with the way games are, is even a terabyte is that's just what like 10 games nowadays, like 50, 100 gigabytes.
Yeah, it's like 50 gigabyte for games now. Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know.
See, if Doug was here, he'd be like, "Well, it would be better."
Well, see, it sounds bad, but see, they're gonna pull anyway. Sony pony. Is that your last gaming story?
Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't have this. Red Dead 2 comes out to PC and it's a fucking mess.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
It's a highly anticipated game and it's full of fucking bugs and crashes and shit. I'm so glad I didn't buy it because I almost bought it. But I said no, I don't need it right now because I just bought the Outer Worlds and I bought Fallout first and I'll wait. And I'm like, oh, I'm glad I waited.
Yeah, there's no way you're gonna get to that shit.
Hmm.
You're not gonna get to that shit.
Not right now. No, I've only put 2 hours into the Outer Worlds because I'm like, oh, this is like an entire day of playing. Yeah. I got to get really in depth because you're just reading and a lot of choices and thinking.
Yeah, I mean, and well, like $50, $60. That's like that could be put towards some water cooling.
Well, that's the cheap version. You could get the version of the game with all the DLC. That's $100.
Yeah, that's like that's like a third of the water cooling altogether, right?
Yeah. By the way, we're talking about Stadia. Valve appears to be working on a Steam Cloud gaming service. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, just when they had Steam Home streaming working, and then they had the Steam Link, and they made an app so you could use your phone as a Steam Link and shit, and it was okay, but then they kind of killed it and off and said they're still working on it.
You are the weakest Steam Link.
By the way, do you remember, Jesus, months ago when there was that game Prey that came out?
Yeah.
Prey developer Human Head shuts down, is acquired by Bethesda.
Huh. That was freaky.
Developer of the original Prey, Rune, and The Quiet Man, Human Head Studios has closed its doors, but the employees of that studio have joined Fallout and Elder Scrolls publisher Bethesda Softworks as part of a new developer called Roundhouse Studios. Madison, Wisconsin-based Roundhouse Studios will immediately begin work on unannounced projects at Bethesda.
They were like, we want some Human Head.
There he goes with that. I mean, like, I remember when Prey came out, there was like all this, like, they made this big, campaign with like all these ads, and I'm like, yeah, I really don't care. Like, I thought it was going to come with, I was going to buy a Navi GPU and it was going to come with it, and then I ended up not buying one, and I wasn't let down. So, yeah, there's that. Also, hold on.
Oh, yeah, I should have gotten that. Did you hear about some 3080 rumors yet?
Some what?
Because I saw the one video. Who was that was doing that? Was that on? Oh, I think that was Bitway, wasn't it? They did 3080 rumors already.
Oh, yeah. But, surprised you didn't have me about this. Oh. 3950X comes out. So now their main desktop chip has like 16 cores.
we did that a while ago. You were like, I don't care about that though. It's not
Well,
Threadripper.
the thing is, like, it actually they announced it a long time ago, and they finally came out with that. But the other thing is, they formally announced Threadripper. It'll launch the 25th of this month.
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting for. Now,
Well,
granted, the
was-
newest one.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was saying the newest one. I'm going to have to update my motherboard if I want one of those chips.
Oh, the second gen
Third gen.
or third gen. Or,
Yeah, because
I was thinking Ryzen 2. I'm sorry.
no, the Threadripper 2, you can use an older gen board, but they advise you to be careful with overclocking because they were barely able to handle the power that went through the first gen, let alone the second gen.
Yeah.
And
you wanted
and
all
then-
the PCI lanes too.
yeah, that's the one thing that if you just get the desktop Ryzen, you're kind of gimped. And go
I
ahead.
was kind of disappointed because the other things is the Threadripper is going to be the 3960 and 70X, and the highest one would be the 70X, which is still just the 3264 core. We were hoping for they're saying maybe a 3990X will be a 60 core eventually down the road, but I don't know.
It's just kind of crazy.
Because you were hoping for that epic Rome 64 core, weren't you?
Yeah, but not an Epic, no. But by the way, since we're talking gaming,
Game.
but speaking of gaming, check this out.
256. Speaking of gaming,
The first HDMI cable with RGB effects costs just $80.
What?
There's a fucking cable.
How thick
with
do
our-
they have to make that cable to just get some lighting in there?
The RGB cable.
Oh, is that like an EL wire or something? Or can you actually change the color on it?
Yeah, it's a C7 colors and cycle mode.
But it's like solid color or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think it's addressable.
Well, I don't even know if it's a strip or not.
They said it comes in the 15-foot lengths, which wouldn't do me any good because I got to have a 25-foot. But granted,
Well, you
these
can
cords
always
do not
do
have
anything.
any type of LED. In comparison, this 5-pack of HDMI 2.0 cables, which comes with right-angle adapters and zip ties, is just under $30 on Amazon. But granted, these cords do not have any type of LEDs embedded in them. That sounds stupid.
Well, why would you want to hide the HDMI cables? I mean, I would understand if you wanted to have ones for like your keyboard and mouse because you could always see them, but
No, what you do is you run it behind your desk, and instead of an LED strip there, you just use the one that's on your fucking cable.
well, that's a good idea.
I don't know. I just thought that was cool. By the way, I was bitching about Epic a minute ago with how the launcher is all stupid and everything.
Yeah.
Epic accidentally tells Fortnite players they're cheating just for watching games. Earlier this week, Epic had a little problem with its spectator mode in Fortnite, accidentally issuing formal warnings to some players who were just hanging out on a server watching other people play. Turns out the spectate game in progress mode was at fault, with the game mistakenly believing that players simply watching a game were instead involved in teaming, the practice of players working together actually in a game.
I wonder if I wonder if they would straight up ban you if you were watching that on the ultra wide with like a rapid fire controller or something.
Well, I guess I don't know. I didn't have an article over here, but 76, there were like people were using exploit software to find bugs and then report them to Bethesda. Well, since they ran the exploits, Bethesda banned them, even though they're known people that had found exploits and reported them to get them fixed. They're like, no, they're permabanned.
Wow.
At this point, this Reddit thread points out some of those falsely warned are now getting an apology from Epic, who addressed and fixed the error in the form of 1,000 V-Bucks. For reference, resident Fortnite expert Riley McLeod tells me that's enough to buy the Season 2 Battle Pass with 50 V-Bucks left in change, so it could have been worth it. Or so it could have been worse.
Yeah, my ex, her kids were always bothering her to buy them V-Bucks.
Where's a guy I know who's a football coach, and he said one of the kids on his team, he's just there so his mom will buy him V-Bucks. He's so mad. I know I was talking about games, but I forgot I had a tech article in here I kind of want to throw out.
Okay.
Since Doug's not here, I'll just throw it out real quick.
Just throw
Real
it
quick,
up.
like. Oh, that's not the right one. Damn it. Hold on.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, what am I doing? My penis.
Wait, what?
Apple's smart glasses said to launch in 2023.
What was
3
that?
years.
Apple Smart Glass.
3 years later than originally expected. So they're going to have smart glasses. Remember Google Glass?
Yep.
Yep, augmented reality. It's not going to be fucking like the damn, was what I say the Amazon shit was? Echo shades or Echo frames?
It's going to be called IMAX with with the word I instead of the letter.
You didn't even just say that. By the way, we were doing Soda Talk earlier, and I got a kind of Soda Talk related story. Show the headline here. What the hell? Why did I open my email?
The dark mode is nice, but man, it fucks up the UI sometimes. Global dark.
Yeah, hold on. I don't know why that article opened my email. Yeah, I copied the fucking article and opened up my fucking email. That's weird. Okay.
It sounds like you did a thing like me where sometimes I want to copy the link for a Battlestations and I just copy the Reddit Battlestations link.
Lifestyle. PBR just released a hard coffee with alcohol and caffeine. I saw guys on YouTube drinking these, but I didn't have any links about it until now. So PBR hard coffee.
What would that do for you? Would that just like make you like zombie because they kind of like do the opposite things, right?
I mean, the caffeine would keep you awake to let you enjoy the buzz, I guess.
I guess so.
It was I remember that show Mike and Molly. Her sister gave her some codeine cough syrup and a diet pill. She's like, "Why?" It's like the diet pill will help you stay awake to enjoy the codeine. But
I guess this will be like a real high for your caffeine high, I guess. Alcohol.
by the way, I don't know if I had this article or not. Finally, shut up, bitch. Coca-Cola is getting serious about fizz without the sugar, aka seltzer, aka sparkling water.
And it's just,
I don't know if I had
Sprite
they
Zero.
They got AHA. That's what they're gonna call the shit. AHA. Apple ginger, blueberry pomegranate, black cherry coffee. Ugh. Citrus green tea, lime watermelon. Ew. Orange grapefruit.
I like lime.
Lime with watermelon though.
I don't know about the watermelon part.
peach honey, and then strawberry cucumber. Why would like black cherry coffee? Why would you want that?
I don't know. The lime would have been good with the strawberry or the cucumber, maybe.
No, just nasty watermelon. I'm looking for this not to turn out good for them. And then, do you don't have any what the fuck articles?
I didn't. Did you?
Oh yeah. Hold
These
on.
weren't. We weren't doing what the fuck articles already.
Nope. Penis and scrotum transplant patient reports a near normal erections and orgasms.
Huh.
Gonna stop there without scrolling down.
Oh
I,
shit.
I started to see a picture and I was like, I'll just leave that there. But yeah, I saw the headline and I said, I gotta share that. That's good to know.
Penis.
And then Bill
Penis
Gates.
tallywhacker.
Bill Gates. You'd all be on Windows Mobile today, not Android, but I screwed up. If he had had his shit together, we could have been on Windows phones. I put that in to make Doug just go ape shit.
Yeah.
Because he would, bruh. And my last story. The chickening claims another victim
Oh shit.
as a woman destroys her car for Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Oh yeah. I heard. I don't know. Did you want to explain? Did you hear about the original story?
A guy got stabbed to death. People are fighting, and I don't know if it was because of the sandwich, but some lady some old white lady went into a Popeyes and called the people that worked there the N word, which you don't do.
No.
She got body slammed in the parking lot.
Yeah, people
But
are just doing crazy shit for this sandwich here, man.
but this is before that story. This was the beginning of the month. Okay, enough is enough. Ever since the chickening, folks have been losing their damn minds over this Popeye's chicken sandwich. There's been insanely long lines, a sharp increase in white-on-white crime, and all manner of bedlam and chaos as mild-mannered citizens have regressed into Neanderthals over $4 worth of fast food.
Yeah, and the reviews that I've heard, they're like, it's okay.
Yeah. On Tuesday, I reported a man getting stabbed to death after cutting a line at Popeyes in Maryland, and now comes the news of a woman destroying her own damn car over a similar stunt. This incident in question was captured on video and shared to Instagram. Took place at a Popeyes location in LA. This crazed customer refused to wait in the drive-thru line like a respectable human being, and instead attempted to shoehorn her old-ass Mercedes-Benz between two cars in front of her. Spoiler warning, it didn't end well. Let me turn the theme off here and see if we can actually see. Oof. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. Ooh. There's sound and you can hear the crunching.
Shit.
Wow, lady. Oh. The guy who works there is like, lady, what are you...
Oh my god.
He's like, you can't fit there. What are you doing?
Oh, she'll make it fit.
Oh, there goes her trim.
Oh my god.
Guy in the back seat. Oh. Is it worth fucking up your car? Oh. Person in the car is tapping on the window of the other. Wow. get back to the theme because that white is hurting my eyes. As you can clearly see, the big ass yellow pillar is a stationary object. I mean, despite our best efforts to drive through it, that shit ain't moving.
That's why they're there.
Onlookers can be heard yelling, "Damn!" and you're fucking your shit up. That's what she's doing. She's fucking her shit up. Wow. People are dumb. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that.
She's cray cray.
Yeah.
I always hated that term.
Uber cray cray.
That's uber cray cray. It sounds gay. Oh, whoops! I said gay. I'm sorry. Even though I'm talking about something else.
Yeah, guy says what?
I meant it in a different context.
Okay, so that's all I got. So let's say goodbye for everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Cue the outro music, Frank. I'm too lazy. Do it. Hurry, Frank. Hurry.
Look, I'm strumming my guitar. Look. Hee hee hee. Boobs.
Boobs.